As a part of number sense series of word problems, today we are going to learn about least common multiple and greatest common factor or highest common factor. As per the definition, LCM is the integer in which two or more numbers share in their multiple list. So we have listed the multiples of 2 here and also 10. And we are able to see the common multiples 10 and 20. Right? So of these common multiples, 10 is the least one, and so 10 is the LCM of 2 and 10. Okay. GCF is the greatest real number that two or more numbers have in common. The same example will take 2 and 10. The factors of 2 are listed as 1 and 2. The factors of 10 is found to be 1, 2, 5 and 10. Of these, 1 and 2 are the common factors for both these numbers. So the product of these two factors is 2, which is going to be the GCF of 2 and 10. Okay. So we will do more problems like this. Here we are going to use two methods called as prime factorization method and ladder method to find the LCM and GCF of the given numbers. So first we will use the prime factorization method. So for 5, when we find the factors, it is 1 times 5, right? 1 and 5 are the two factors of 5, whereas for 10, it is 2 and 5 are the factors of 10, right? So LCM is the least common multiple. So we will write down all the factors available, and it should be 1 time it's repeated, right? So we'll just take the 5, and that is going to be the LCM. Whereas GCF, we have to take which is common in both the cases. So 5 is the common number in both the cases, so that is going to be the GCF for 5 and 10. Let's see, use the ladder method. Here we have to write both the numbers and we have to divide them by a common number. Okay, so it's 5. So 1 times and 2 times 5, right? And 1 and 12 cannot be further divided by a common number. So, and it is going to be the simplest number, so we're just going to keep it like that. And for what LCM, to find the LCM, we have to write all the factors that is there. Okay, and for GCF, we have to write the factor only that is commonly dividing both the numbers, that is 5. So you can use both these methods to find the LCM and GCF of any given number. Let's see a second example. 14. For 14, we can find the factors as 2 and 7. 49, we'll be able to find the factors as 7 and 7, right? This we can write it as 2 times 7 and 7 squared. This I am writing it because there is a need for to write that. That is 2 power 1 and 7 power 1, right? Okay. So when we write the LCM, we have to write all the factors, right? 2, and here it is 7 power 1 and 7 power 2 is there. So we have to take the highest power, the base with the highest power. So that is going to become the LCM. And GCF, it is 7 is occurring in 1 time common in both of them, right? So 7 is the GCF. Okay, let's do it with the ladder problem, ladder method. So 7 I'm taking 2 times and 7, right? So LCM can be written by multiplying all the possible factors. Okay, and GCF is the number which is commonly dividing both the given numbers, that is 14 and 49, so that is going to be 7. Okay. Okay, now we'll see for this sum 12, 44 and 62. Let's find all the factors for this. and write it down like this. Right, once we have written down all the factors, we'll find the LCM. So how many 2 is there? 2 square, or here also 2 square and 2. So highest power is 2 square, and there is 1 3, and there is 1 11, and there is 1 31. Right? Okay. To find the GCF, or the highest common factor, HCF, we have to write only the factors that is common. So 2 is the number that is common. 2 square is there for 2 factors, for 2 numbers 12 and 44, whereas only 1 2 is there in case of 62. Right? So we have to write only the common factor for all the 3 numbers, so it is 2. Let's try to find out with the GCF method, and it is giving the same answer. We will check. I'm starting with 2. After this there is no common number to divide, but the numbers 6 and 22 are very bigger. We can just simplify it. So I'm just keeping the 31 constant, and I'm going to divide only 6 and 22 by 2, and I'm just going to carry out the 31 because it's not dividing by 2. I'm just carrying it out. Okay, after this no number is having any common numbers to divide, so I have to write all the numbers. 2 times 2 times 3 times 11 times 31. And GCF, I should not write 2 times 2 because the first 2 is dividing all the numbers, but whereas this second 2 is not dividing all the numbers, right? So only GCF, you have to take only the number which is going to divide all the numbers. Okay, so 2 is the answer for this. And this sum I have solved it already, so you can just pass it and do by yourself, or check with my answer whatever I have given. And this page I want to teach you one shortcut method to find the LCM of a number. Instead of doing prime factorization or ladder method, you can just take the biggest number and check whether it is divisible by the smallest number that is given, right? Then if it is dividing, then 10 is the LCM. Okay, let's check with the 4 12 8. 12 is the biggest number, right? So we have to check whether it is divisible by 4. Yes, it is. And when we check with the divisibility by 8, it is not doing it, it is having a remainder, right? So that means we have to take the next multiple of 12. Next multiple of 12 is 24, right? Divide that by 3. So divide that by the other numbers 4, that is 6 times, and also divide that number 24 by 8. It gives 3. So it's divisible by both 4 and 8. So 24 is the LCM for this 3 numbers. Okay, let us check with the next 4 numbers. 12 is the bigger number, so we have to divide it by 4. It is divisible. It is divisible by 6 also, but it is not divisible by 8, right? So we have to go for the next multiple of the bigger number. Next multiple is 24. So 24 by 4, yes, it is divisible. 24 by 6, it is divisible. 24 by 8, it is divisible, right? So 24 is the LCM of the given 4 numbers. So this is a quick and short method which you can do whenever these problems will be very much useful when you know the multiples. Okay, when you know the multiples of the given numbers. Hope you understood the differences between the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. I'll be giving lots of problems related to this in the future videos. Thank you for watching. Please share my video with your friends.